May has arrived, and that means the return of Food Truck Friday. We are here.
I'm very excited, if you couldn't tell. So today we have Peg and we have Mark, PM Frosted Fantasies. Yeah, okay, there we go. There's the name.
Yeah,
right there. Thanks for being here.
So we have to address the obvious. I don't know if you can see this truck, but obviously this was an ambulance. So give us a rundown, a breakdown of how you guys started, and how did you get your hands on this?
Yeah.
Well, we've been doing cakes since 2005.
We used to work together.
Yep, About 6 years ago, we decided to take it mobile.
Okay.
A friend of ours had an ambulance, and we bought it from him. That one died, but we found this one outside of Cleveland and repurposed it. They just work perfectly for what we do.
Yeah.
There's tons of storage and. You know, it's just great.
Yeah, it's an emergency to get your hands on like cakes like this. Hey, good morning, Melissa. Welcome to work. So back to the cakes here. Looks like a nice variety, and look at the artwork here. There's artistry with all of this.
I see lattice work on top of a cupcake here. So what is this one here?
It's apple pie.
Apple pie.
That's a fancy apple pie.
Is it a pie or is it a cupcake?
It's a cupcake, but it's got real chopped apples and fresh apples and stuff. We decided early on that we like to decorate. We call them doodads. I don't know if that's a real word, but we like to decorate them up pretty too. It's not just about the inside, but we like the outside to be pretty too.
Well, Stephen, you said if something looks good, you might want to eat that, right?
Look at that. That's Cookie Monster right there.
Yeah, kids love that one, and they love the sprinkles is our #1 seller. Just
kids and sprinkles. You can't go wrong. So how many different flavors do you have going at any given time?
At any given time, we'll have anywhere between 12 to 18 flavors, but we've done hundreds and hundreds of flavors.
There's a few you just can't discontinue because people love them, but then we experiment a lot.
Yeah.
That's fun. And you've experimented with some interesting things. I saw a ghost pepper peach cobbler up there.
What is that all about?
Yep. So Ernest Brewworks brought out a ghost pepper peach beer, and we made that into a cupcake.
We use their stout.
We use their beer in the cupcake, and it just turned out so well that we started doing it just without the beer. Since then, we've added all kinds of different spicy options. We've got Raspberry Reaper. We've got we have a really hot chocolate called Montezuma's Revenge.
Ooh. Chocolate and spicy though, and that goes together.
It does.
It actually does.
So you mentioned the cupcakes, but I see bars, I see brownies, and I also see macarons.
You got it, Stephen. You've been practicing.
Those are his baby.
All right. So tell us about the brownies. It looks like a nice variety of
cheesecake brownie. Thank you.
Again, I thought, a couple brownies would be nice, and then I said, what if I made them into a s'more? What if we did turtle? What if we did? And it just keeps going from there. So we rotate those a little bit too, but again, people request the same one, so
if you take something off the menu, they'll let you know if they're mad about it. Yeah. So you all have been working together for a while then, and so you have just many years of experience in baking, yeah?
Yep.
What do you love so much about it?
It lets us be creative outside of our normal, boring lives. I'm a computer programmer by trade, so I do that during the day, and then I get to be creative at night.
Yeah.
Totally different. How about that?
Yeah. And I was a biller, but I retired from that. But people say, "Oh, you're retired." I say, "Oh no, we work harder now than we ever did."
have. Yeah.
Right.
So,
but
and
this
love
is more you've got to be passionate about it. Yeah.
When it's your passion.
And where can folks find you guys?
We go to Toledo Farmers Market every week on Saturday mornings.
Okay.
We usually go to Ernest Brewworks a couple times a week, and whoever else calls us and asks for us to come out, we'll usually come out.
Yeah, a lot of festivals and stuff, and we do weddings too.
I was going to ask that. Do you do catering orders, things like that, so people can get cupcake? Because that's a big thing at weddings too. Cupcakes.
We did a lot of drive-by birthday parties during COVID for the kids because they couldn't have parties, so that was fun.
Yeah, we turn the sirens on for them and everything.
Oh, the sirens still work.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
What?
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's worth the drive to Cleveland to pick it up.
Exactly.
Did you turn the sirens on the way back?
No, I figured they might not like that.
Okay, yeah, if you did, don't tell anyone on television. But let's talk about your favorite employee. Right here.
Forky.
Yeah, Forky.
He's the cheap one.
He's cheap. He doesn't ask for much. He doesn't eat much.
I'm sure the kids love this.
Yeah.
Any Toy Story Disney fan out there will get that reference, and
that's kind of our
whimsical.
That's our thing. We want to be whimsical. We want, be people
bright and cheerful.
Even if they don't buy anything, we just love people coming up, talking to us, appreciating what we put together. And if they don't buy, we're disappointed, but we also make a new friend. No, seriously. Seriously.
I get it.
He gives away free stuff all the time just because the little girl's cute. That kind of stuff. So
I get it.
Right.
Yeah.
I get it.
Kind of hard not to, right?
Yeah. My big thing is when anybody comes up and says, I've never had a macaroon. I'm like, oh, well.
There you go.
And then I ruin them for every other one because
they're
ours
so
are so much
good.
better.
I love that kind of confidence. So you'll be at the farmer's market on Saturday morning?
This Saturday we're going to be out at Home Depot for a special event from 9 to 5 on Airport Highway. But then we'll be back to the farmer's market next week.
Okay. Yeah. But you can find them at Home Depot.
Yeah.
All right.
Please come see us.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Thanks for coming today.
Get a
Appreciate
2x4 and a macaron.
There you go.
That'd be great.
I like this French accent.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm working on it.
He's working on it.
Thanks so much. We'll be back with more Good Day. Make sure you stay with us.